my absolute... I've been looking forward to this episode. I have to tell you, all week.
Wow.
Yes. Spectacular. Last week, not only was I bedazzled and fradazzled by the amazing Ken Gar.
What?
Yes, in studio once again.
Dare I say spooktacular?
Yeah. Ken, you had it last week. This is the Brian Moreno Show, the news and headlines episode.
It's only downhill from here.
No, Ken, I'm trying to throw you some curveballs this week. I'm telling you, we have, I got some news stories for you.
I'm ready.
But very specially, Dr. Abby, happy birthday, Dr. Abby.
Happy birthday, Dr. Abby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Dr. Abby. Thank you for joining us in Studio 51 once again, gracing us with your presence and your absolute expertise in the newsroom. I have to say, last week we had quite an episode. I had quite a few people say that they were not only informed, they clicked on the links,
Okay.
and were better for it. So I said, leave fucking comments and subscribe. I don't need your text messages.
We need 5 stars, people. We need to monetize this.
Yeah, I don't need your text message, is what I said word for word. And to my right, the one and only Richard Sarvate. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, everybody.
Richard.
Hello. It's me. Hi.
Yes,
Richard.
thank you, Richard.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
guys? Hi.
Yes, you are. I have never even asked.
What are you?
No, do you like the news?
Do I like the news?
Yeah.
I enjoy the news. I don't like politics because it's just like, but I like quirky stories these days. I don't care about like actually keeping up.
Yes, and that's
With the Kardashians?
I love the Kardashians, to be honest.
Every time I see them in my newsfeed, I'm like, can we get a filter here? Can we end?
Why are they in your news feed, Ken?
I don't know. Kristen
Oh.
Calavari, out. I don't care about your lives.
Now,
I'm
hold
glad
on.
you got divorced.
I want to know about the celebrity Ken Gar.
Yes.
Yes, we got right into the news last week. We really didn't get to discuss you or anything Ken Gar. Tell us. We discussed your wife a little bit and how she would not withstand the pumpkin throwing.
No. There's no tossing pumpkins there's no smashing pumpkins
Either.
with my wife.
So
That's my
tell me,
Borat.
you have a podcast. You're also, Ken is one of the most hilarious comedians, funny guys, much more child-friendly than I am.
Very child-friendly.
Yeah, well, in the kindest way.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, he would get...
Not too child.
No,
I can get a baby to stop crying on an airplane.
Yeah, he can't.
I do.
He'll get booked at a wedding well before I ever would.
Oh, I've done them. I did a show one time, and nobody spoke English. And I crushed.
That's actually where Ken thrives.
I was on the show with Joe Marisi, and he's tried doing material before. Like, I'm like, bro, that's not gonna work. You just got to make fun of the uncle for a half hour.
Oh yeah.
Wait, are
dude?
You're still doing your podcast though, right?
I do the Ken Gar Show. It's on Dash Radio.
Yes.
If you guys want to, you can download the Dash Radio app. 10 million people, can't be wrong. It actually plays in every single car that's 2019 and above. If you got like the digital console, you can download the Dash app. It competes with Pandora. It competes with SiriusXM. So every Monday at 7 o'clock, I do the Ken Gar Show. And
See, that's what I'd like to hear.
yeah, it's awesome, dude. I'm also working on this Monday. I'm actually working on the Telethon for America. And what that is, it's a telethon with the goal of raising no money. Absolutely zero money. What we're trying to do is we're trying to like basically get people to register to vote, get out and vote. In 21 states, you can actually register to vote the day of the election.
Really?
Yeah, in 21 states. And we'll have those listed on the website, Telethon for America. We just booked Sacha Baron Cohen. We've got Orlando Bloom. We've got, oh my God, the list is like just came out. It's absolutely insane.
And are
We
you
did this in
cold
2018.
calling like a telethon, like people in different states?
So what we did last time is we actually had a phone bank. We had Charlize Theron, we had Natalie Portman. Like they were all making phone calls to people at their houses. But this year, because of the COVID thing, we want to make sure it's safe, it's healthy. So we're actually going to have like a separate Zoom chat. So you can actually chat one-on-one with these celebrities.
That's actually
in Zoom.
cool.
Yeah, we got
That's way
Jackie
more.
Tone.
That's way better than the phone call, right, Ken?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to stare? We had Chelsea Handler, Alyssa Milano, Olivia Munn. I mean, it's just unbelievable. This group is.
Wait, but you don't want to raise any money.
We want raising no money. It's absolutely no money.
Okay.
What we want you to do is we want you to go to telethonforamerica.com. We want you to sign up to pledge, and we're going to text you on election day to remind you to go vote, which, I mean, you should be doing anyway. We all have to vote.
Oh, so the
Yeah,
pledge is
totally.
the vote.
The pledge is to vote.
Oh,
That's
got
it.
it. Okay.
That's all we're asking you to do. There's
That's-
nothing. There's
See,
no,
you're-
and it's totally nonpartisan, bipartisan, whatever the word is. We're not sitting there bad mouthing Trump or promoting Biden or whatever.
That always makes me laugh when people are like, "Hey, you got to go vote," and they're like, "Okay, I'm going to vote for Trump." Oh, actually, you don't have to vote.
No, Kengar, you are not only a stand-up human, like the causes that you give your time to are very admirable.
Man. It's what you got to do. You got to give back. You know.
You absolutely do.
Yeah.
You goddamn
This
right.
show business is hard, dude. It's so hard. It's like the hardest thing ever. I don't care if you're a radio personality or a comic or an actor or whatever. Show business is hard, and
So
I just try to like
difficult.
fucking be easy to work with and like help my fellow men and women in comedy and stuff like. Because I want everyone to succeed, you know what I mean? Because a lot of and look, I haven't accomplished as much as I would like to, but like where I've gotten is because somebody helped me out, you know, and you gotta just give back.
You know, I second that motion, and not only do I get behind everything you're saying, if I can do anything to help you, let me
Yeah.
know.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, you've been great, man.
No, I think that's a total. No, I think that's a total good cause. Like, no, the cause to tell on anything I can do, I'll put it on
Thanks,
the
man.
link. No. That's super wonderful. Kengar, you are a man amongst boys. Now
Oh.
it is time for the one and only the headlines, and we are in the newsroom.
Paging Dr. Abby. Dr. Abby. Do
I'm off pager. It's my birthday.
you guys still have pagers?
We just got rid of them like
Really?
this month.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. Well, they were super cheap, and
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
Were they
I-
nice pagers at least, or like
I mean, they
like
were
the
like
two ways?
the old school. No, you couldn't page back. Like you had to go to a computer to
No,
log in.
You had to
and
find a
page back.
payphone.
Yeah. It was
This is
called
Dr. Abby.
Collect,
Oh my God, yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
two-way pagers were cool for like
No.
a year.
Yeah, I remember when my dad got a pager. I like would borrow it at night just to wear it with my Z Cavaricis.
So you wouldn't get any pages.
no. It'd just be my dad paging me like, "Bring back the pager." Like, all right. Dad.
Hello.
And like all these
4,
girls like, "Let me
3.
get your pager number." I'm like, "I can't. It's my dad's." It's Barry Gar's pager.
43770.
This was my father's pager.
Yeah.
And his before his.
60065 boobs.
All right, Abby, what do you got for us?
All right. Well, our first story is about witches who have been collaborating on social media platforms to cast a binding spell on
Ooh.
Donald Trump on Halloween so that he loses to Joe Biden. Because
Oh, wow.
there are two full moons happening this month
Yes.
that supposedly many local witches
Okay.
have thought will give them some extra powers. And these are self-proclaimed witches.
Oh, okay. So they
Okay,
haven't
this
been.
isn't
There's
like-
no blue check mark next to their.
This isn't like
witch
a,
name.
No. I'm
Why-
just differentiating between like sexist tropes of calling any woman with an opinion a witch.
Oh, that's important. To, yeah.
These are,
Well-
these are self-labeled witches.
Gotcha.
Well, they are Democrats, and women with opinions tend to be.
Go ahead, finish that thought, Richard. Go ahead.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, wait, I shouldn't connect this. How do I get
No,
out?
keep talking.
Wait, so hold on. I have a few questions because I believe the most qualified person to answer about witches in this group is Dr. Abby.
I mean, I
Okay.
don't know. I mean, just because I'm a woman.
No, but
And I
you at
like
least
witches.
know.
And you own a broom.
Yeah.
Let's
I
be
mean,
honest.
I do have a black cat, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm halfway there.
Wait, isn't there like a hierarchy? You can't just be a witch.
I mean, I
Just
think
like you
it
can like
depends.
just be a comedian.
It's true.
I think it depends on what you think of as witchcraft, whether you're a Wiccan or not, right?
That is the religion.
Yeah, Wiccan is the religion.
yeah.
I really am not an authority on this. I just think witches are fun and spooky.
Is it kind of like when you get to like officiate a wedding, you can just go online and get a certificate? Like you can just be a witch, or is it just like you wake up one day, you're like, I'm a witch.
I wish I knew.
Like
I
I'm
mean,
Lutheran.
I'm
know
Lutheran. A witch through a friend.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What level?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Here's what surprised me about that story is that they're Democrat.
Yeah.
You would think that they want to like bring Satan to power and like
Well, I think-
Antichrist and all that shit.
I think
And
that's
all
a
these guys
lot
are
of-
like, no, we're Biden. He passed out domestic violence
the
law.
Modern day witch is more about
Woke?
like the LA witch. You know, it's more about spirituality and connectedness.
Oh well, if it's
And,
women
like-
with crystals, I know a lot of
Yeah, I
witches.
think
Yeah,
it's
that's
more
half of
like
LA.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
LA is
crystals.
I think they're manifesting. I think that's
Of course
what
you do,
they-
Brian.
Yeah, of course I got crystals. Look
Brian, are you a
around.
witch?
Yeah.
Look how much shit I got.
He's a crystal hoarder.
Yeah, all these beads, all of a sudden, it's making
Yeah.
Of
sense.
course I have. You know, all
I mean,
this
is
I
so
have
funny.
crystals that were gifted to me.
That's the worst gift ever. I would be
mean,
so mad about
Wait,
that.
and what was the spell on Trump? Was it for diarrhea or like to lose the election?
no, to lose the election.
Ah,
I mean,
see?
I think they probably threw in a little diarrhea.
What
just
happened
to
to
you
cool
know.
witch spells?
Hey, instead of casting spells, go vote. How about that?
I mean, I think they're probably going to do
Good
that too.
fucking
I think that this article
Yeah.
is a little biased, considering they have a picture of Hocus Pocus, and they kept referring to magical women, right? Like what? This isn't real
Wait,
journalism.
Bette Midler is
Yeah.
a witch?
I mean, yeah,
Who knew?
she's our leader.
I love her on
actually.
Twitter.
I
The
said
U.S.
too much.
version of the Sun. This is hard-hitting news.
Yeah, I
Richard
think
so.
Cervantes. Right? You wanted serious news, Richard? You got it. What do
There's
you
a-
got,
this
there
is what
Abby?
I'm interested in.
There's a full moon on Halloween though this year.
That's the point of the article.
Yeah.
So there's 2 full moons this month.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
probably never happens.
Happens to my wife sometimes if you catch my drift. Again, sweetie. You just had your moon blood.
The Ken Gar Show, Dash Radio, Mondays at 7. All right, Abby, what do you got?
All right. Well, I think this next article will speak a little more to Ken's personal affinity for Satan worship.
Yes.
So apparently there is a real estate developer who is American who built basically a satanic church in Rosarito, Mexico, and it has become a mecca for Satan worshipers and has become overrun by people climbing in, crashing, and he is very proud of it, but can't really live there that often because his wife hates it. But I think the key thing is pulling up the photos of this place.
Yeah.
I would visit this place. I think it looks
Here's the
super
deal.
cool.
If you're
Wait, is this the bloody Halloween display?
No, this is inside Mexico's bizarre haunted $4 million devil castle overrun by Satan worshipers.
Wait, $4 million in Mexico. That thing's gotta be huge.
Yeah, I actually don't even remember sending
That's
you
like
that.
40
I
million
put
pesos.
them up in order.
This is just in
Wait,
Gabby's
wait.
search.
Abby, are you
Or Abby's, excuse
talking
me,
about?
Abby's search.
Are you bringing in your own news?
No, this was in the email he sent me. I mean,
Yes,
maybe this was from a personal collection
Of
that
news
accidentally
stories.
Oh
slipped
my
in.
God, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
It's the
No,
one
you know, like
before
I
that
try.
one. Yeah,
Oh
there it is.
yes, here.
There it is.
This is what I tried to stump. I really had to search for obscure news this week because of Ken Gar's absolute knowledge last week. I just stumped myself. Okay.
You're like, he's probably not a Satanist.
So this is the house,
Okay.
as we see on the screen.
Uh-huh.
Very busy.
Yeah.
Man, it's so extra.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, the gentleman, I like the sweater. Tell you that much. Not so big fan of the pants or the Crocs. But, oh. Now, those are some.
Here's the deal, though. Like,
Wow,
what?
look at those creepy women with the breasts.
They
I
must
watched
be
a few
witches.
documentaries on Satan. My wife is a former goth, and so she's
how
into like
former? How former?
she does it like
Once a year?
Yeah, no, she's a former goth. Like she used to be like dressed goth.
But does
like,
she still do once a year?
She was the vampire queen of Chicago last year.
Ooh.
Like
Wow.
yeah.
I wish we had photo of that. I bet it was a good
I'll
costume.
send it to
No,
you.
I bet
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a good costume.
Yeah. Oh, it
The
was,
way-
there wasn't much of a costume. More like
Wow.
electrical tape. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the creepy woman right here. Like,
Wait, so what's the news in this story though?
Yeah, what is the
that
news?
it's overrun by devil worshippers. I mean, it's the U.S. sun. Like,
Okay, we're gonna move on to some harder hitting.
Here's the thing, though. If
before
you're going to build a satanic church, it's definitely going to be in Rosarito.
Well,
Like, that
that's the
sounds
thing.
like...
That's the thing. He had tried to build it in America,
God
and there
damn
were
it.
too
No
many
way.
restrictions. And then when he went to Mexico, he was like, "What are your restrictions?" And they're like, "What restrictions? We ain't got any."
I love how do you pull permits like, okay, what's your electrical permit for? My satanic church.
Like,
Denied.
It's for El Diablo.
Yeah.
Who is this? Yeah. Who's the owner?
I filled this out in triplicate. Sorry. We need you to fill out 666 of them.
All right,
Say,
Abby. I
actually.
guess nobody's moving to Rosarito for the Satan shop. What do you got for us next?
All right, here's a on-brand story. So apparently, some, I guess, astronomers have tried a way to think about how many planets could possibly have aliens looking at us.
Oh, okay.
And so they took a way that like a method that American scientists, or I guess human scientists,
Yeah.
use to discover other planets, where they find a star that's remote and they look for dimming in the light, and that means a planet is going past in orbit.
Okay.
And they kind of flip that on its head and try to see who would be, like, from what planets they would be able to see us passing the sun. And they discovered that there could be 1,000 nearby stars that had planets that could see us and be watching us. I mean, this is all very theoretical.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason, I believe, why we haven't had alien contact yet. Because
What are you talking about? We have had alien.
well, if we
the
haven't
United
had
States Air Force released a report saying,
Okay,
yeah,
if we haven't
there's
had-
UFOs for sure.
Okay, I don't necessarily believe anything the Pentagon releases because they actually run the government.
Oh, I'm
They-
sorry. I thought you were American.
No, the Pentagon is more calculated and smarter than anything we could ever presume or I could pretend to know. The thing is, if an alien race is anything like us and they have ego in their brains, they will destroy themselves before they ever get to us. Just like I think we probably will.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like they'll self-destruct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
'cause when you get
no,
too
like
s-
we'll go to war.
Yeah.
We're not peaceful enough. Like Elon Musk has not only is he not only an iconoclast, he's really taken it upon himself to forge a very unique path and road. I don't necessarily know if the human psyche as a whole can take that same road as he's done without more war and destruction. I don't know if it's within us. I hope it is, and I hope for a greater world where aliens are removed from ego, but I feel like if we ever do see aliens and they do get to us, they're just here to take our resources and to stomp
aliens
us the
just have-
fuck out.
Aliens just have big ass egos, you know.
We got big ass heads too. You
Yeah.
ever seen the fucking noodles on these guys?
Exactly.
Jesus.
For that big ass ego, like I'm the best alien.
Yeah. Oh, look at my huge eyes.
Yeah.
So
I
what do you
envy.
think, Ken?
Well, number
do you
one-
think for one,
Yep.
we have already been visited by aliens? What is
Yes.
what is your thoughts on this?
Yeah. I met her on Tinder. No. Yes, I believe in aliens. I believe we've been examined by aliens. But I also believe with what you said, I think that in a short amount of time that there aren't going to be many more humans on Earth. I don't think like everyone's like, well, we've got this nuclear arsenal. I'm like, yeah, and eventually someone's going to use it. Like we
That's
built
the
it. Like
same-
you don't build a weapon and not use it. And I mean, obviously we used them in World War II in 2 instances, but like we have an arsenal, and it's just gonna take one crazy dude with orange hair and another crazy dude in North Korea, and they're just gonna start throwing shit at each other. I mean, it's just like it's inevitable because we built the weapons. Like
To me, it's
like 100,
terrifying,
it was
but
something like
yes.
160 scientists that worked on the Manhattan Project signed a letter saying that they regret the work that they've done and that we should dismantle this. Like they had wished that we hadn't found that problem. But I also do think that aliens are eventually going to come here and be like, we're in charge now. Like,
Well, from the smartest individual that I know who is an authority on the subject, who doesn't necessarily come out and talk about it because of his career in life, it's kind of detrimental. It's been explained to me like this.
Joe Rogan.
No. This is an actual. No.
This is a real person.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh.
that's been
An actual
contract.
person who
Not,
exists.
not a lizard with human skin.
Yeah.
Not a walking supplement.
That we are basically like a way station for aliens. We are that African tribe that has not even figured out electricity or
Right.
the internet, and we are not needed for anything other than the purpose that we serve right now. And if that ever changes, it'll probably be for the worse. And that's the way it's been explained to me in very dumbed down terms.
Well, we're very young as a civilization and as a
Absolutely.
species. And I think a better analogy is that I think we're Disneyland for aliens. I think like you know how Elon Musk is like making it so like you and I, if we have enough money, can go to the moon or like do space travel. I really think that aliens are like, where do you guys want to go this spring? Like, let's go to Earth. Like, okay, we'll check shit out.
Like, check out the shit show.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rich? Have you been visited by aliens?
Oh man, god damn it.
That's a really bad. What do you think?
I think that. Well, here's the thing. I think that everybody in the universe is a little pore of the universe trying to experience itself. So when I think of I think of everything as a universe. So I also feel like an asteroid flying by Earth is just like a way to experience Earth by that asteroid. So my definition of aliens is very like nuanced. Like I don't think it has to be like a human being. I think like a foreign object coming from another planet.
What
to
is that a
ours.
yes or no, Ken? I'm not sure.
I think he's trying to skate the whole.
Yeah,
He's
think
like, look,
so.
I think we all have a spirit, a power.
Yeah, it's a very LA.
Yeah.
All right.
I am Deepak Chopra today, and
Ricardo, let's do it right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to delay anymore. Ricardo? Roberto?
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's just
Wow.
my name in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm
Speaking of
you know,
aliens,
I
am
have
I
a lot of
right?
shit on my brain.
my
Yeah.
God.
Happy birthday
God.
to you. Yes. Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Dr.
Oh
Abby,
my
from our friends at
God.
Sweet Lady Jane. Yes.
I actually cried at Sweet Lady Jane on the last election.
Is that a
so-
CBD infused cake?
and
No,
shoveled cake
it is
in my
regular.
mouth.
Yes, we can just leave it
Oh.
there. Abby can
Alright.
eat it throughout. If it's
I'm
not,
just gonna- just
we
give me
don't
a
finish the
spoon.
podcast till the pie is gone. Okay.
That looks amazing.
Thanks,
Then you will
guys.
take some home, please.
Yes.
Abby came with pie.
you,
She will
sweet
leave
Lady
with
Jane.
more cake. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you,
Abby,
everyone.
Dr. Abby,
Very
thank you for
sweet.
gracing us with your
Thank
brain and your
you.
time.
Thank
We are
you.
all better for it. What do you got?
Well, here's a high-level story. A Texas fire chief has been placed under review after photos surfaced of him eating sushi that was displayed on a naked woman.
Oh, wait, what?
So there is a Japanese, I don't know if it's a tradition, but it's a practice where you put sushi
Yeah,
on a naked
seen it.
body. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have seen it. They use it on like cheesy dating shows.
Yeah.
You know, like Blind Date or something.
Makes
They're
it
like, "We're
super
gonna eat
comfortable
naked
for the woman.
sushi,"
Absolutely.
or whatever. And so he's come under fire for taking a photo with one of these women covered in sushi. But I think that it's a little silly.
Yeah.
His defense is, you know, this would be like if I was near a go-go dancer in Vegas, I would take a picture with
Yeah.
him. Like, what's the big deal? And I think it's just people retaliating against him because he has disciplined firefighters for doing things that are way more egregious, such as sharing a screenshot of someone asking if it's legal to run over protesters who are blocking a road.
Oh.
So I think he's just
Do we know what town this
Getting-
is in? Where is this?
Yeah.
this is
what-
in Texas, San Antonio.
San Antonio, a fire chief for eating sushi. Ken Gar,
Yeah.
would you get divorced
Uh-huh.
for eating sushi on like without your wife
Yeah.
off a woman?
I don't think she'd care. But I also don't
I think
like
it's
my
just
wife would want to go with me.
unsanitary.
My wife would be like, "Let's go eat some sushi."
And
I'll
you,
bet.
and you s-
Maybe if it's at a discount.
What do you
I
think,
feel like
Actually, my
it's
wife would be
a-
like, "You don't
it's
like
not the
sushi."
It's not the proper way to eat sushi. Like a woman's
Right.
body temperature is not going to affect the sushi correctly.
That's true.
It has to be like slightly cold.
And when you say it's a practice, Dr. Abby,
It just I mean there's a word for it.
harami
in
is a
Japan.
practice, right? Like,
I don't know what that is.
it's horrible religious. It's a horrible religious
Okay.
practice.
Look, I don't think this. Look. The firefighters have done way worse. My father's a firefighter. All my brothers are firefighters. Like that is very tame compared to like just the annual softball game.
Yeah, I
You know
don't-
what I mean? Like they're forever in strip clubs. They're forever
I'm not.
doing dumb shit. Like,
I'm not saying he should get fired for that at all. No, I mean if
No.
it's a regular
Plus,
sushi place,
he wasn't wearing the uniform and like.
How's it going to affect his job, dude?
You're right.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
if it's
that's
bad
what I'm saying.
sushi,
I
you
just
have
think
to-
that they're just targeting him because of shit that they came under fire for.
Yeah.
So people were looking for something just to make a
He
statement.
smells like a liberal.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Get 'em.
Exactly. And I've been
We
to
get
San
'em.
Antonio. I would not eat sushi there.
No.
What do you got next,
my
Dr.
God.
Abby?
Okay. This was my favorite and the most disturbing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. We got to go through this in detail because it is juicy. So,
Lay it on us.
amateur surgeons,
Oh,
quote
I'm already
unquote,
excited.
quote unquote, were arrested for a botched castration in Oklahoma.
Yes.
So a 28-year-old underwent a backyard procedure earlier this month, where he allowed them to castrate him on a makeshift table. He was awake. They only used local anesthesia. And when the guy was done, he said that he was going to eat them.
Dude, what?
And laughed and said that he was a cannibal. It gets worse. And
Oh,
then the
my
victim
God.
said that the guy said he had 6 more clients on the way and that he had a freezer full of body parts and that he had worked on someone that he described as crazy and left the male opened up to die overnight. And the way they got in trouble is because this guy woke up and he was bleeding profusely, and he said no ER, no morgue, and kept threatening to throw him off in the woods. And eventually he did end up in a hospital. and
Okay,
they
the
arrested
photos
these
are on the
two.
TV. Now, who
He's
Oh.
smiling.
who is the
guy with no
doctor? Is the
penis?
guy on the left,
Yeah, he's smiling.
and the guy on the right is his
Accomplice.
assistant,
Yeah.
doctor's assistant, the
Yeah,
nurse.
I mean, he's clearly not a
He's the
doctor.
PA. He's the physician.
He's the
Yeah,
physician's
yeah,
assistant.
He's the
Yeah.
physician's assistant.
At your hospital, who would this guy be? Like
I mean,
this?
they
And-
would
and their-
both be in the psych
Their
ward.
uniforms kind of look like scrubs.
Yeah, they
Oh.
would both be in the psych ward.
So this guy was
He eats balls.
like for professional.
Wow.
I
But
mean, I guess for a habit. I don't know if he's licensed.
This
I
has
mean,
to
I'm
be-
assuming he's not licensed.
This has to be,
do this.
first of all, it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Are we shocked? No.
No,
Second of all, this has to be bath salts or something. Like they have to be doing some type of
I don't know.
weird fucking drug.
I don't know. Like
I think
wh-
people are just crazy.
Look, I've been a proponent of removing balls for a long time. Like I'm tired of my nuts, dude. They're just all over the place.
They seem very annoying.
They're so
They're
like
just out there.
that's my first question when I go to heaven is God, why balls on the outside?
Well, I can answer that.
oh, thank you so much,
actually.
Dr. Abby.
Because your sperm have to be at slightly lower than body temperature.
Right.
So they have to hang away from the body so that they
okay,
can survive.
But if you believe in God and that He created man
Which
and woman,
I don't.
okay, but I'm just saying, but
necessarily.
theoretically,
She. if
yeah.
we're gonna talk
Here we go. Dr. Abby. She's a chiropractor, by the way, you guys.
I am not.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you suggest such a
well,
thing?
now before we get too far off,
Brian, you've had
subject.
your dick cut off. Tell us.
Yeah,
It's the balls, not the dick.
I
You've had your
feel
balls
like
removed.
Ken actually made a really good argument for this guy's pamphlet.
Yeah.
I never in a million years thought I could see his advertising on Facebook.
Yeah.
Why balls? That's
Right.
click here.
That'd be the best. That'd be the best Groupon ever.
Why balls?
Welcome
Like,
to
that's
Russ's ball removal.
Yeah, you and your friend come in. We get them chopped for half price.
2 for 1.
On Tuesday, you get them both off.
4 for 2.
Yeah.
How much
Well,
would
I-
it?
So the patient,
I would pay. I would pay about. I think $150.
Dude,
to
could you
get my balls
imagine being
chopped off.
awake when they fucking cut your dick
Well,
off?
how do you agree? Like, there's no way this guy signed.
Well, they're not cutting the
forms.
dick off. Okay, they're just cutting the balls.
No, they cut. No, in the story,
no,
they
no,
castrated
just
him.
the balls.
Oh, just the balls?
Castration is just the balls.
Just the
Oh,
balls.
I didn't know that. Thank you, Dr.
So
Abby.
in Game of Thrones, what was
just
that?
the balls.
No, in Game
No,
of
they cut
Thrones.
his
that
dick
was the
off.
dick.
Yeah.
That was
No,
just the
but
dick.
The
Yeah, they-
eunuch, like who was the guy Varys? He didn't have.
No, he had it
He
off.
was a
by now.
eunuch.
He had no balls.
Yeah, but I thought a eunuch is just.
I think a eunuch is you're castrated.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure castration is just the ball.
Yeah, castration's just
So you don't do castrations?
No.
Oh, just
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's
I know we
just the
never came up in
testicles.
conversation.
My question
Just
is,
the
do
testicles.
do the balls count as a protein or a starch? That's my question. If
Yeah, for this guy,
Depends on what they ate that day.
because I'm working with a nutritionist
It's
right now.
definitely not a starch.
Okay.
Well, yeah, on
It's
the
fatty.
food pyramid, where
Fat is not starch.
Well, I'm sure there's carbs in it.
I mean, there might be a little sugar.
That's true.
wow. So that
Mine are definitely salty. Huh?
now
Salty
hold
balls.
now wait. So he got arrested, and what did you get charged with in that circumstance? Do you recall?
Maiming.
Assortment of felony and misdemeanor charges, unlicensed surgery, permanent
Yep.
disfigurement of the victim, and they are locked up and they have a $300,000 bond.
Now, do you think that
which
guy
I'm
goes
assuming
home?
They can't pay.
How's that phone call go? Hey, honey, I need you to bail me out.
Do you
What'd you do this time? Cut off Gus's balls.
Again.
I ain't gonna mortgage my house again just because you cut off Gus's balls.
I just don't know how the ball removee goes home. Like, wait till I tell you about my day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Like, why is your crotch bleeding, Doug?
You got any ball talk, Richard?
Well, I mean, think about all the free space, between your legs.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Totally. I'd put
It
like
is a real estate.
And it's
Just wine
Oklahoma, so the
bottle.
humidity's no longer a concern. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bicycles.
Abby,
are
what do you?
easier.
What,
thigh gap is a big thing.
what do you got, Dr. Abby?
All right,
Thigh
here
gap.
we got some continuity for Brian Moreno. James Bond may be sold for streaming to Apple TV or Netflix. I don't know if this has been updated. Maybe somebody's made a bid.
Well,
But MGM made a gamble that they would make a ton of money on the James Bond movie, and then they wanted to use that money to make this Aretha Franklin Oscar movie, and they're like, shit, we got no money. But I feel like it's a little bit too late for the Oscar pitch. But anyway, they want some money, and they're looking to sell.
Yeah, they got a great property.
well,
That Bond movie, we're sitting at home bored still.
here's a little update that I've heard. They're about $200 million apart right now.
Oh.
That so far, yeah,
Okay.
Apple and Amazon are coming in for 4. MGM wants 600 million,
Okay.
which I don't know what you're gonna charge.
Dude, it's a seller's market right or buyer's market right now.
Well, it is. The thing
know?
is that may be that and Top Gun 2 are the hottest pieces
Yeah.
of property
Yeah.
that they need to maximize their dollars on that.
Yeah.
Because you understand how much goes into making these fucking movies. That Bond movie might have cost them $300 million.
Yeah, but they are saving money on the promotion though.
Well, sure. Also, it might have cost them maybe 150
Right.
to shoot,
Right.
but they still need to make so much more.
But it's like when a free agent quarterback sets the market. Like I think Borat really set the market because I think whatever they gave Borat for that, I mean, 'cause they said tens of millions of people watched Borat last month or
It
last
cost
week.
them $250 million to make it.
Yeah.
250 to make
they
one.
want
Okay.
600.
Well, that
I
250
see that.
may actually have promotion costs built into that.
That's true.
You know, that may not be the actual production cost
Yeah,
because
because that money might have been spent already.
the way they do those numbers, it's a
It
little
just says
funny
costs
money.
more than $250.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
number I can quote you.
What do you think, Richard? How would you pay? You're not a movie guy. Would you pay anything? How much would Richard Cervante pay to see James Bond right now by himself? You're not getting in no action, no loving. Just Richard Cervante bored. How much would you pay?
How bored am I? Like, I've got nothing to do?
Pretty. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're bored enough that
Your
you're
1,000-piece puzzle is done.
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude. Well, I hate any type of solitude, so I'd probably pay probably like $200 to watch it.
Jesus
Yeah.
God!
To get rid of the silence.
Yeah, no, as long as I don't have to deal with my thoughts.
I thought about
I'm
your
good.
next bit. We're gonna take Richard to a flotation chamber.
Oh, my God. Don't put me in that
Oh,
shit.
you're
dude.
going.
I'm
Yeah.
spinning out
Going.
of control surrounded by people. I don't necessarily I don't need to be by myself.
I did one of those once, and then I farted in it, and I'm like,
Shut
oh! no!
It sent a ripple through the
I'm
universe.
stuck here.
And it's a
That
little
you felt as
dome.
an asteroid.
Yeah, it's like a little tall. It's at 98 degrees, and you float in this salt saline solution, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I love that. In fact, they make you do it twice. The second time is free because they want you to like get through the nervousness after the first time, and like you can't. You literally, it's impossible to shut your brain off.
How many minutes?
60 minutes in this flotation chamber of just nothing but your thoughts. I saw a picture, like one girl took like a selfie. I'm like, you defeated the whole point, you idiot. Like the whole point is like disconnect from everything technology-wise, and you're just like, selfie.
She brought a phone into
Fuck
the flotation
yes.
device.
Like, where'd you even hide it? Like, you walk in there naked. And she's like, it went up in my fucking cooter. All right.
Yeah, dude, I'll do a TikTok live from a
I put it where my balls are supposed to be, but I cut them off in Oklahoma.
all this extra space.
Oh, that's what you got, Doctor. Coming in
All
hot
right,
today.
All right. So crews in Washington State have destroyed the first murder hornet nests
Yes.
in the U.S.
We
and,
got 'em.
You know, even though they're called murder hornets, they're not actually that threatening to people. They have killed people, but they don't go for humans unless they're provoked.
Yeah.
But they do pose a major threat to the local honeybee populations, which we all know.
And
have been at
here
risk.
is the image on screen.
The
They're
murder
dressed,
hornet is pretty scary looking when you
but
look
they
at
are
the
dressed in
face.
some amazing suits.
Yeah.
That's like ET
Oh,
outfits.
Look at those outfits.
Yeah.
If I could get one of those for Halloween.
But then
Oh.
there are all these like looky-loos not wearing anything. Just
Yeah.
like, right? Like with their kids, like the murder hornets.
Dad,
right?
take
Like,
us to see the murder
watch
hornets.
out. Yeah.
Do we need anything?
No.
Okay.
And then what are they milking the tree? What is that? and then they
technical
make
term is
cider?
jerking the
What,
tree off.
what is this
Oh,
article?
yeah, she's,
What do you do for a
she
living?
Set
I
a
jerk
trap
off
to
trees.
catch them. That's a trap
me
to
that
catch
sap.
them.
Yeah.
Wow, look at okay.
That thing
So-
looks like a Dyson vacuum.
But what I have heard is that murder hornets have only killed 50 people total, right?
The whole world.
Oh, the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Holy
think
fuck.
they've
In
killed
Asia.
a lot of, I think it's a lot of sensationalism.
Yeah.
With the mur hornet name.
I think so too. I
Well,
think there's a movie
but
coming
if it
soon.
threatens the
Yeah.
honeybee population, then you definitely want to,
Get them out.
because they
Honeybees
pollinate.
pollinate.
Yeah.
For big time for crops, big deal.
Yeah.
The other thing, though, the murder hornet story feels a little bit like you know when Comedy Central's trying to force a comedian down your throat, like they're good.
Yeah.
You'll laugh.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they want us to buy into this murder hornet story. And
Okay, strange
Nobody-
parallel.
Check out this 20-year-old girl who's been doing stand-up for 4 months. Great.
That sounds
Also,
specific.
murder hornets are deadly.
yeah, and that-
I think I watched her show. It was
Um,
not good.
yeah, those are the murder hornets
We
of
won't
my
mention
life.
names.
Well, I think they wanted anything to take over the news from COVID, so they'll push
Yeah.
anything that can take some time away from.
They're like,
it.
oh, a hurricane! Thank God.
yeah. Like
It knocked
something
over.
else
It
to
knocked
kill
over
people.
2 trees. Like, God damn, how do you live?
All right, moving on. Murder hornet, Dr. Abby, what do you got?
Okay. So this one is a little convoluted, but so apparently Instagrammers in LA, of course, were pretending to fly in private jets. So I think the person who
Oh
set
my
this
God,
off,
shoot me in
you
the
know,
face.
a while back was Lil Bow Wow with the Bow Wow challenge when he was caught like saying he was on a private plane and then was like seen on a commercial flight with a bunch of people, and then so people made fun of that, and then someone started posting that people in LA were renting studios for fake private jets.
Well, Little Nas X was in it?
No, he's posted
Well, he can
this
afford
to
one.
make
Oh, he's
fun of it.
joking about
He's joking
it.
about
See,
it. But then it turns out it's not really a big story. It was like most of the not that many people were posting these fake photos. It's like one studio, and they're like, we mostly just do like film shoots. Like, what are you?
The one
guys
I found-
talking about?
The one I
Like,
found
we have to do
repulsive was when after the protests, they were coming by and they were like pretending that they were like shuttering businesses,
Hammering.
and then they would get in their Mercedes.
Oh, that was.
and it was like,
offensive.
just throw the hammer through the
Yeah,
Mercedes
no.
window. Yeah.
I think a lot of people went down for that, rightly so.
I have this fantasy, and maybe I shouldn't admit it, but like whenever I see people like doing Instagram pictures, like I want to crash into the wall and murder them. Like,
I mean, I think a
it's
lot of
just-
people feel that way.
It bothers the shit out of me.
It's part of the reason why I am so bad at social media, because I hate to be that person.
Wait, isn't this an online-based radio show?
No, I mean it's a this is a show. This is not. I'm bad at even promoting it because I want it just to naturally progress. However,
Yeah, you want people
find
to
it.
listen because they're hearing about it, buzz.
Yeah, just however
Yeah.
they decide to. And I know how far I am from being ready. The thing is, the nature of social media that bothers me so much is the braggadocious part.
Yeah.
And I get disgusted by
yeah,
that
yeah.
because so much of that is about putting others down
Yeah.
and being like, look what I have
Yeah.
and look what you don't have. And I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, it bothers me to my core. And when I see it, I second your motion about just it wanting to just end it.
But I don't think a lot of, I mean, look, I don't know, but it just seems to me like a lot of those people aren't really happy. You know
Well,
what I mean?
they're definitely not happy.
Yeah.
But I think that's a lot of what this story points to is that peeling back the veil, people
Yeah.
get very satisfied with it, when you try to expose people for that. But then they also participate in, that kind of behavior. So
Yeah.
it's sort of a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I mean, we're all part of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, man. I just think, like, just be yourself,
Well-
and it's hard. I think it's becoming harder and harder in our day and age to, like, just be ourselves and be be us.
Well, I think it's the worst for the kids who are growing up with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like they have no sense of what real satisfaction is and what's real and what's fake.
I think it's lack of real identity. And one of the reasons why I'm so thankful for comedy is because it really teaches you a voice. It teaches you who you are and who you're not. Because before comedy, I think it was much easier to say things without any real backing. And then when you're on stage, you're like, I need more substance. This isn't me.
Mm-hmm.
This is fake. This is not, it's contrived. It's not who I am or what I stand for. I mean, don't get me wrong. I see a lot of comedians do things on stage that they don't stand for, but comedy, I think, teaches a realism, or at least it pushes you in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny because, like, I've lost my entire act. I went from, like, my act being about being a divorced guy, dating in L.A., and then I got married, and then comedy stopped because of the pandemic, and I got to my first club, and I'm like, well, I can't really talk about that shit anymore. Like, because I can't fake it on stage. I can't talk about something that I'm not. I can be like, I'm divorced, but I'm out there dating. Meanwhile, like, my wife's in the back, like, watching my show and clapping, and she doesn't care. But it's like, to your point, like, you want to be genuine, and you want to, like, be real.
Well, yeah, I came out of retirement for one show last weekend, and I felt that same. There were certain jokes where I was like, I don't feel the same way about them.
Yeah.
And I can't do them.
Yeah,
So-
it's like that, a lot of jokes you set up are like, yeah, I was at the movies last Tuesday. Like, you weren't. We were on lockdown. We couldn't leave our houses, damn it.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Write
I see it
some
Back
new
to the Future.
material.
I love watching those comics. Like, you guys got this VCR thing? Like, yeah.
All right, Abby, moving along.
All right. Finland is going to try to outlaw unsolicited dick pics.
Good luck.
And
my
they're
bread and butter.
also trying to expand the legal definition of rape because it apparently has to have an element of violence to count as rape, and now it would only include non-consensual sex that's not violent.
it's
Are they
very
going after those
sweet
love-making rapists?
Yeah, I mean,
Look, I know you don't want this, but I'm going to be real gentle.
well, I think that there's like date
Okay.
rape and stuff
Oh,
like
of
that where you
course. Yeah,
can't
yeah,
prove
yeah.
evidence of violence. So I think that that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And then apparently California and New York have tried to make similar laws, which to try to make sending of unsolicited nudes punishable by a fine of up to $500. And one of the things that I find particularly gross that they mention that men do is kind of just airdrop dick
Oh,
pics
yeah,
to women
yeah,
wherever
yeah,
they
yeah,
are,
yeah.
which thankfully has never happened to me. I think in New York I did have a delivery guy send me a full body nude with a rose.
Oh,
Like that
he had a
He
rose.
was like, I brought you sushi.
A
last
delivery
week."
guy?
Yeah, it's like a food delivery guy. Like a week later.
Was it sushi?
No, it was a dick.
Do you want to eat this off me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, look at Brian just staring out.
No. I don't know what it would be like to be a woman and get all these
That'd be awful.
penis photos. I feel like
we
it's so
laugh
aggressive.
at them.
Our penises are so gross.
Well, it is. It's
You know
an
what I mean? It's
aggressive
just-
looking thing.
It's just a fuck it. It's just there. You know what I mean?
I've
And it just hangs down like 9 inches.
Yeah,
it's
it's like that
fucking
Kristen
disgusting.
Wiig.
no. I have
Nobody
to
caught
be
that? Okay.
clear with you guys.
Thank you,
No,
Richard.
No.
Thank you, Richard, for catching.
I just did a double take. I was like,
No, I've only ever sent one dick pic in my life, and it was beautifully artistic with shadows.
There's a wig and makeup.
Yeah, like it was very high production value.
Yeah.
Like there's no fucking way I'm just gonna let me
Airbrush.
just standing there. How gross.
Well, my wife and I were long distance for like 2.5 years before we got married, so there was a lot of exchanging of digital. Like we would do FaceTime sex, and the whole
So-
time it'd be just me apologizing. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't. Yeah.
I could see myself in the corner. I'm like, oh, that's fucking gross.
So I gotta know, Kengar.
Yeah.
What was the dick pic you were most proud of? There has to be one.
I was just thinking about this the other day. like, guys, and I don't know if you guys look. Let me just figure that. I think there's good and bad dick days. Do you have like a good dick day and a
Yes.
bad dick day? Thank
Totally.
you. Thank you.
Temperature, water, and
Yes.
consumption,
Oh,
everything.
like the other day, I was like in bed and I wake up
Blood
later
flow.
than my wife. She gets up early to work, and I was like, I'm having a good dick day. You know what I mean? So I sent her a picture just through the boxers, nothing like going on. I'm like, hey, having a good dick day. And then like 2 days later, I was like, where is my dick right now? It's like I feel like I've got a baby thumb down there. Like, what is happening right now? Like, how did you go from having like this good dick day? I'm like, yeah, show the world, to like just like, is there a nail? Is that a thumbnail? What is that?
No, and it's so you can't.
I'm not alone though. You've had bad dick days.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Thank
you
you.
can't control it. I
No.
can't imagine
So
a
confusing.
guy going on set and has to be nude, and you're like, no, this is not what it's normally
Oh,
like,
yeah.
or something.
I played strip poker in college, and I was having a bad dick day.
Oh.
And I was like, can you come play with my dick for a little bit or something? Like, can you just
You need a fluffer.
Can you
to go
fluff
into
me
the game
before we?
To go-
I'm like sitting there with like a pair of twos. I'm like, no.
Totally, 100%.
Oh my god.
God, this is gone. This is Kengar, man amongst words. Richard, good days, bad dick day. What do you do? What are you working with?
yeah, no, I'm just thinking about the guy who's been castrated and what his dick day must be like. You guys are complaining about some bad angles.
You had a bad dick day.
Bro, I didn't even get anesthesia.
Local anesthesia.
He just has a torn
coincidentally
ball
is the
sack.
name of my stripper girlfriend. Anesthesia, get over here.
Yeah, he's literally got a
Right.
He just has hanging
Oh my god.
hanging skin tags and then a dick
Ugh.
launching into
Think
distance.
you had a bad
Dude, I watched
And he's in a
the
wheelchair.
Dude, I watched the Lorena. There was a Lorena
I watched
Bobbitt. Did you
that.
watch?
Yeah,
and
I
they showed
watched
his
that.
penis, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I got a bigger dick than John fucking Bobbitt. I was so happy. I'm like, oh, did pause it? Like my dick's bigger.
If she had bit your dick off, there would still be dick left.
Oh, she cut it off, dude.
She used a knife. She didn't
Yeah,
bite it.
she's Mexican, man. She fucking cut that shit off, bro.
Lethal.
Yeah, I mean,
Chop, chop.
hopefully
This
not
is a lot of new
bread.
information.
You
Really?
gotta watch that
I thought it
documentary.
was-
It's
good.
really, it's awesome. It's a
Yeah.
great documentary.
And
Watch. It's
you-
called Lorena. It's on
Yeah, it
Hulu,
brought
I
a lot
believe.
of attention to domestic violence.
Yes. And she
Definitely.
actually became a domestic violence advocate.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she got remarried.
Look how,
Yeah,
look how the tables
He
turn.
became a porn
What is
star.
that first date like?
He started doing porn.
Oh yeah, with his
Right?
surgically
With his- 'cause
repaired dick.
They put it back on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look at
yeah.
that.
He did-
When
you
one
guys
door-
gotta watch this documentary, obviously.
Yeah.
When
Google
one door
John Wayne
closes,
Bobbitt's cut
another
off dick.
opens.
Yeah. I
Wait,
mean,
hold on.
we're
What
done
is the
here.
documentary?
It's called Lorena. It's
I-
about Lorena Bobbitt.
Yes, on Netflix.
It's on
or
Hulu.
Hulu.
I believe it's on Hulu.
Done.
Wow, did you make it?
It was
Like,
really, we're very proud.
bravo for your own documentary.
But no, I mean it was
it was very good.
It's mainly about the media and how they portrayed Lorena as
Mm-hmm.
like this crazy psychotic. Where really she was like a huge victim of domestic violence. He
Yeah.
beat the
She
shit
just
out of her
snapped.
consistently.
She just lost it.
And so finally one night he raped her and she just cut his dick
Yeah.
off and threw it out the fucking
Yeah.
window. And she really like I wrote this joke one time where I'm like, she was like literally the last like female activist. You know what I mean? Like you can't name another female activist after her. Like she literally was just like, I'm done with this shit. I'm cutting your dick off.
Wow.
It's Rosa Parks and then
Yeah,
Miranda Barbara. I mean, for me, the big two, you know.
And Rosa wasn't even about female empowerment. She's like,
Yeah.
I just want to sit in the back of the bus, goddamn.
Yeah, she did nothing.
That's so great.
The Ken Gar Show, Mondays, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Let's go, Dr.
Come hear
Abby.
about my tiny dick day.
So two very rich men in Orange County and Laguna Beach have had some legal back and forth because there is a sculpture that the billionaire, he's just a billionaire though, he's only worth
not
like
interested.
1.5 billion. Bill Gross put up this very ugly sculpture in his home, and it's like this delicate blue glass installation, and it got damaged by things falling or something. He claimed somebody was throwing rocks at it, but he put this netting on top of it, and this set off a whole back and forth because his neighbor was saying it obstructed
the
his
netting.
view.
It sounds like rich white people.
Yeah,
shit.
there's the netting, Ken Gar.
The netting, and so he's saying it obstructed the
you
view.
had a bad day?
There's some dude out in Oklahoma going, I could cut my dick off in front of that sculpture.
So his neighbors like reported it, and then they were saying he didn't have the right permits. So the guy with the sculpture starts tormenting his neighbor by playing music at all times of the night, Gilligan's Island theme song for some reason in particular, and they've just been going back and forth tormenting each other, and getting.
I
restraining
appreciate all the work
orders.
that you guys do for the show, but I could give two shits about this story
Well-
because it's just rich white people shit.
Yeah,
no,
it
it
is
is.
rich white
Well,
people
and
shit.
it's not necessarily about the story, Ken Gar. It's
Okay.
about your reaction.
Yeah, that's my reaction. I think.
I get it too. I personally think some people's level of entitlement is
Yeah.
so fucking disgusting. It literally they have lost touch with reality and anything decent. And I am sure that investor may be extremely philanthropic. I'm saying it incorrectly. I'm sure he gives a great amount. But for the love of God, just fucking have some peace in your fucking life.
Yeah, he was doing this remotely. Like, he only lives there 5 months out of the year.
Oh,
And so he's just setting off the music just to torment someone. He's just an asshole. And if you
Yeah.
scroll down to the picture of him, he looks like an embalmed corpse
I did see that, yeah.
already.
Yeah, and see,
Yeah.
that's the
You
thing,
know.
Ken Gar. I already closed it, but see, that's
whatever.
the thing, Ken Gar. It is also about calling out some of the bullshit.
Yeah.
And see, some of those articles like that, I want to invoke an emotion like that because I try to give back as much as possible, but when I see people just causing problems for other people for no other reason than their level of entitlement or what,
Yeah.
it gets me so aggravated.
Yeah, I just look, whether you're a self-made billionaire or you are somebody who inherited money, it's like you are very fortunate and you live a very lucky and blessed life, and you shouldn't like sweat the small stuff. You know what I mean? And to like
Exactly.
get into all this petty fighting, like some of the richest people I've ever met or known are some of the unhappiest people I've ever met.
Yes.
Because you can't buy love, you can't buy laughter, you can't buy these things. You just have to like experience them. And if you're not a good person, if you're a piece of shit who like blasts music to wake up your neighbors, like I hope terrible things happen to you. And we should get this guy's address, and we should because he only lives there 5 months a year.
This is why Ken Gar. What do you got, Richard?
No, I mean, I think that this type of person who spends all this money to play music is the same person who takes a picture on a fake airplane and posts it on social media. I mean, it's the exact same person.
It's just a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit, but it's also like a dopamine hit, don't you think? Like, hey, I turned my music on and I annoyed this guy.
Yeah, this is all small penis syndrome.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, yeah.
I can
It's like the
relate.
guy who ran
you had a
in the street. You know? It's like-
I'm bleeding.
My balls are
I made a terrible decision when I was on meth today.
That does sound like meth decision.
Yeah, very much a meth
Yeah.
decision.
If someone took my balls, I would turn up the music on my neighbors.
Yeah, right.
All right, we are almost done.
All right.
Stretch.
This one is one of my favorites for the week, and Texas is coming up again. In East Dallas, there is a particularly bloody Halloween house decoration that the people continually call the cops for. Somebody pull it up that looks like a crime scene of a robbery
awesome.
gone wrong, which
I'm into
I
this.
think is really wonderful.
They should do this to that billionaire's house.
Yeah, so there's one with a pulverized head, someone with a safe on his head. They said they used 20 gallons of fake blood.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's like, I usually do flying ghosts, but this year I had to go
Yeah.
big.
I think this year Bob got a divorce.
Yeah, so
There's
good
what I
for
wanna do to
Bob.
my
I
wife.
love this. I think it's great.
That's awesome.
This seems like some small penis syndrome.
Yeah.
Definitely trying to flex.
Compensate for
Well,
this.
this is the
I
neigh-
think
this is the neighbor of that billionaire.
Post-castration rage with all the
Exactly,
blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Now
Are
there,
those balls in the mailbox?
now there is a point where you are causing problems
There's
for your
kids,
neighbor.
man. Kids got to go up to that thing.
But look at that.
I think it's great.
That's fucking awesome.
I think that's wonderful.
so good.
There's
Okay.
like body parts in the wheelbarrow.
Now, Ken Gar, if you and
Yeah.
your wife lived at that house next door,
We probably, yeah.
what would she, what would she tell you to go do?
My wife?
Yeah.
Oh, she would love it.
Okay,
She would be
see
like,
what?
why
She's
didn't
a
we do
former
that?
god.
Oh,
She's a
yeah.
Of course she
former
loves
god.
Oh,
it.
she,
yeah.
dude, I can't begin to tell you the number of skulls I have in my house. Like, it is an uncomfortable number of skulls. When you walk into my house, there's a statue sitting on the counter that has a crown on it that looks like a human corpse. I mean, it's...
You guys are definitely going to that Mexican.
Oh, we're
Satan
going to
church.
Rosarito.
Oh
yeah.
For your next
We're going to Ollie's place. We're going to Rosarita. We're going to go
Yeah.
fucking hang out with the witches so we
Yeah.
can do that Biden
Yeah, do
Trump
the
curse.
Biden spell.
Yeah.
Wow. So, no, look at that. That's a lot.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
intense.
All it's missing is like a rape happening in the corner.
Or just like identical twins in white dresses just
Yeah.
hanging out outside.
Okay, my mother would hate that.
Of course.
My
She's a good,
mother,
decent person.
She would. It would physically upset her every time she would see. And me, I would probably be like, it's fine, Mom. But look, the guy has a knife in his head on the roof. That's amazing work.
Well, that's amazing. He got killed right at the edge of the roof.
That is
Nowhere
amazing
else.
work. Like,
That's
it's-
really good.
the more I see it, the more I like it. But I can imagine there is a little bit of like when you first see your neighbors put some gnomes in the yard, right? You're like,
started
Oh,
with
that's
just
fucking
gnomes.
guy.
yeah.
Oh, another live, laugh, love sign?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But then after a while, you're like, it's a gnome. Like it's.
I think if I had to wake up every day and walk outside my house and see that, that would be like, all right, guy, we get it. Like, do the shock value. And let's
Yeah,
move
yeah.
on.
I mean, that's a lot of blood.
That's a lot
He
of blood.
said he should have used more.
That looks like fucking...
thinks he
No, but the
underdid
thing
it.
is, look
That
at
looked
his
like
house.
Nicole Brown
He looks like he
Simpson's
lives in a
apartment.
duplex. This fucking guy
It's a duplex.
doesn't even live in his own house.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it
fine.
does
That's
look
true.
like it.
Yeah.
It's semi-attached.
Oh, I didn't even know. He ruined somebody else's
Yeah,
porch.
yeah.
What if you came out of
Oh,
your?
I would be mad about that. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's not
Frank,
really-
what is this
Dude,
shit?
There's a guy that does like woodworking
Halloween,
and
baby.
downstairs from me, and I'm like, fuck, get a life, bro. What are you fucking making a bench? Come on, guy.
Yeah, like I wonder how the neighbors feel.
Yeah, just having a morning
Maybe
coffee.
those
and
are the
looking at
I
neighbors.
mean, I
Neighbors.
think
Their
that's
heads
why
cut
they
off.
all called the cops.
Would you, if you walked out and saw that, would you call the cops, Ken?
No, I would be. I'd take. That's the Instagram photo I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on
yeah.
a plane. I want to be next to decapitated bodies and
Yeah.
shit.
That sounds
That's awesome.
All right, Abby, let's finish her out.
All
What do
right,
you got?
here
One,
is
two
our
more.
I think this is our final story.
Do you have I want to do the $1 million one. I texted you that. I will.
Oh.
Yes, the $1 million loss. This is
ruined
we
my
can
methods here.
ixnay the Beverly Hills one. I don't
Okay.
care.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do.
yeah.
This is a really I really want to hear what Richard and Ken have to say about this.
Okay, here we go. So, everyone's familiar with DraftKings.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, I
there
heard
was
this
a
story.
player
Yeah. That's
who
awesome.
thought for probably a nice 30 minutes
Yep.
that he had won $1 million.
Yeah.
Until the NFL officials made a call change that then made all the stats change, so he no longer won $1 million, and it dropped down to 3,000.
All right. Here's the thing. I think, and so what they did is the official NFL record keeper change the stat. I think the fix is in. I think DraftKings contacted them and they're like, "We got $1 million winner. We need you to change the sack." Because that's what it was. It was a sack. They changed the sack.
$1 million winners.
What's that?
How frequently?
Brenton Biddlecombe won $1 million in DraftKings.
Yeah,
A comedian.
A comedian, like.
But like, how
And then he got
frequently
engaged
does
real
it
quick.
And quick
What's that?
comedy.
How frequently do people win the $1 million prize? In
I don't know how
DraftKings? It's
frequent
like-
it. I mean, it's not that free. It's really difficult to win that $1 million. But I mean,
Yeah.
he also. I mean, he ended up winning $13,000. But to think you have $1 million.
3,000, no, 3.
Oh, 3,000?
3,000.
Oh
Went
my
from $1
God!
million
Yeah,
to
that's
3.
awful. I mean, that's terrible.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is my the thing that I keep going back to about this. Okay, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know how many people you call?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Tell in
100%.
30 minutes.
You get 3
Text
Zooms.
messages, group threads.
Mom, clearing the
Yeah.
clearing
Yeah.
the debt.
You're
Yeah.
getting that kidney.
Yeah, right. And then you have to be like, just something happened?
Wow.
You think you had a bad day?
Yeah.
You think you had a bad
You know what? Go ahead and cut off my balls.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened.
That's a bit
I have
dramatic.
$3,000.
You would rather get your okay? Would you rather have your balls cut off by that guy or lose the $1 million?
I would rather lose $1 million.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
think
wanna-
anybody who's sane. would
I
have
don't
done
know.
We're
it's
having a pandemic
really.
right
Yeah,
now.
'cause-
It's
yeah.
pretty bad.
that.
I don't.
You know they weren't
a
wearing
lot,
masks.
$1 million's a lot of money.
It's a lot. That's life changing. I think.
Well,
If if you do it right, that's life changing money.
Well, it's absolutely life changing. Even if you do it wrong, it's still
Yeah.
a great time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. yeah.
You have
You
like
could have
fun
a real
for
good time in
month.
Vegas for $1 million.
Yeah.
Can I do one ball for 500,000?
Fuck the cup. Pour it in my hand.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah,
Much
at
for
least
one
then
rib.
The one ball's hanging, symmetrically underneath the cylinder. I
I
feel.
could go with one ball.
Like in 30
It's
minutes,
too
you
much.
probably quit your job.
Oh yeah.
At 30 minutes is fast. You're probably
No, you're
drinking.
quitting your
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
If
I
you
mean,
don't
there's a
like
lot
your
of-
job,
Well, it's a
I ain't
Sunday
coming
night,
in
though.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
It'd be funny if you just sent an email. Hey boss, go
Yeah,
fuck
go fuck
yourself.
yourself. And then 30 minutes, someone hacked my email.
Was there a read receipt on that?
Do you know how hard that night's sleep must have been?
Oh, awful. Because he told his wife.
At least the dude without the balls gets painkillers.
I mean, I don't know. This guy, he said he just took his dog for a walk, and when he got back,
And shot himself, shot
Yeah.
his dog.
no,
And he
like,
kicked
in
his
the
dog.
scene, After he thought he won the $1 million, he went out to take his dog for a walk. That's what the story said.
I
I don't know.
No way.
This guy's crazy.
That'd be on my Instagram story.
So
in
you
14
think-
seconds?
You
I-
think the
I
fix
think-
is in though, Ken? Like they
yeah,
were like,
that's my conspiracy theory.
I
'Cause-
believe it.
Because I think they, there's powers that be. They're like, oh, we don't want you to win this thing.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, can you change that stat? And they're like, all right. It's all connected, dude.
oh,
I mean, they
God.
sponsor the NFL, right?
Yeah.
No, the
Oh,
NFL's
yeah, they're huge
part owners.
sponsors.
The NFL's
Oh, yeah,
part
then
owners of
for
DraftKings.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
NFL,
For sure.
NBA,
Yeah, they don't want to give out $1 million, dude.
Yeah.
It's the worst economy in 20 years, some
Yeah.
shit.
So they're trying to keep it so they can break it up.
You heard it here first, folks.
Because the first
Wow.
prize is still $1
Wow.
million. It's a guaranteed $1 million first prize, but it's just how many people get it.
Not a lot. I'll bet not a lot.
Wow, this is
It's a
so
gambling website. They don't want to lose.
and the other thing, they have to deposit that in his account in 3 days.
Okay.
One of my buddies won 330,000.
Wow.
23,000 in basketball in 3 days in his PayPal.
Did you watch? And this is it's related, but not. But did you see Uncut Gems with Adam
Yes.
Sandler?
It was not. Ugh.
You didn't like it?
No.
I like some of the gambling aspects
I
of the.
loved it. I loved it.
He's just such a caricature New York Jew, and as a New York Jew, I found it.
Well, I find that offensive, Abby.
Yeah, it was a little. It was overdone. It was that I'm a New York Jew.
Yeah, we've heard enough.
Oh, I'm offended that you're offended about the characterization.
Well, this offensive cycle, I'm gonna break.
I have to say, it's 1 hour. We have done all the news.
I'm
I
out.
think I know. I am so happy with this news episode. Like I feel like everyone is a little better for it. I really do.
A little informed.
Yes, I feel like we're all a little more informed.
I'm excited to eat my cake.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dr.
birthday,
Abby.
Abby.
Richard Sarvate, did you have fun?
Oh yes, I had just a ball.
Beautiful, beautiful creep, Richard Cervantes. He seems like a guy that's gonna go put blood all over his stew.
Yeah. He's gonna just cover himself in it. I'm a dirty little boy.
Man, and if you haven't watched our Halloween episode, you please check it out. The $300 Craigslist costume contest was a hit. This will air after that. This is whatever. You don't.
Telethon for America.
Yeah, telethon.
Monday night. Go to my
Yes,
Instagram.
this will
all
be
the
there
information.
before. I will put the links. I will do everything.
At Kengar was taken is my Instagram. KENGARR was taken. I just posted the flyer. Sacha Baron Cohen, Sarah Silverman, Paul Rudd, everybody who's anybody is going to be doing this Telethon for America. I'm writing for it and co-producing it. Please do it. Come to telethonforamerica.com for more information.
Kengar, you are a man amongst boys once again. No, thank you so much. I'm going to put it, you send it to me. I'll post it on my Instagram also. I think you are worth every bit of the trouble you give me.
Every piece of cake.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. We will be back.
Happy birthday, Dr. Abby.
Happy birthday, Dr. Abby.